This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, Shiva, I can hear you.
Okay, tomorrow 8 o'clock only. Actually, today the people there is some miscommunication, communication gap. Okay, today session was delayed, and but tomorrow is, 8 o'clock only. 8 o'clock means you are 9:30 only. You are 9:30 a.m. Okay, Mahinder.
Sure, Shiva.
Today the session was delayed. Actually, there is a miscommunication, and because of that, session was delayed. But tomorrow it will start exactly by 8. 8 means you are 9:30 morning.
Okay, Shiva, sure.
And till this point, we have been using Terraform to automate resource creation in AWS and Azure clouds. So we have done many automation activities, like we created virtual machines in both clouds and database servers, IAM users, and many things we did. So today we are going to start Python fundamentals first. And generally, when you speak about any particular language, so if you speak about C language, it is a procedural language. C++, it is object-oriented language, and some modular programming languages are there. Many other things are there. And when it comes to any particular language, it will be having some features. Like C++ supports both object-oriented and procedure. C supports only procedure. And JavaScript, it is a scripting language. But Python is everything. Python is a general purpose language. So it supports everything. Python is a general purpose language, okay, which supports, okay, procedural and object oriented and scripting and modular features. Many features it is going to support. Okay, so because of that reason, Python is said to be, it is a general purpose language, okay, which is going to support all these features. So because of that reason only, it is called a general purpose. General purpose means every feature is supported by Python. And when it comes to applications of Python, exactly we can use Python. Almost Python is used in every application, like it is used for automation and data analysis, scientific applications, web applications, web scraping, and it is also used in test cases, and it is also used in a network with IoT. IoT means Internet of Things, and it is also used as scripting language, and it is also used as a graphical user interface language, and it is also used in gaming applications and animation. Okay, yeah, these are the applications. Okay, where exactly we can use Python. Almost Python supports everything, and some features are not supported by Java and .NET, but everywhere Okay, we can use Python. And the major advantage of Python is simplicity. Okay, so it is very simple to learn and simple to write coding. Everything is very simple. Suppose I want to perform addition of two numbers. In programming language like Java and .NET, we need to write minimum 5 to 6 lines of code. But in Python, just by using a single line, okay, print input, okay, you can write something like this: enter a number plus you can write input, enter another number. This is very simple code which is going to print, which is going to take two numbers from keyboard and it is going to add these two numbers. In the same way, suppose I want to print 1 to 10 numbers in Java. Approximately I need to write 6 to 7 lines of code. Okay, whereas in Python, it can be done in one step. Only one single step, with one single line, you can print 1 to 10 numbers. That much easiness we have with Python. And already we have discussed application as automation, data analysis, web application, scientific application, web scraping, okay, and admin scripting and gaming features, animation feature, everything, everywhere we can use Python. And when it comes to Python, okay, so you can use it everywhere. And it also supports procedure oriented features, object oriented features, scripting, and modular programming also it is going to support. Automation, data analysis, web apps, scientific applications, web scraping, networking with IoT, administration script, test cases, everything is supported by Python. Now, when it comes to Python program execution mode, Python program execution modes. So generally, when I want to execute a Python application, we have two ways of running an application. One is interactive mode, okay, where exactly you can run Python lines, okay, the programming in Python, the coding in Python line by line. This is interactive mode. And the second way of executing Python applications is batch mode. Batch mode means a group of instructions you can submit to Python interpreter, and Python interpreter is going to understand what to do, and it is going to execute all the instructions at once. Now, these are the two modes in which you can execute a Python application. Now, when it comes to Python, okay, how to install it and how to use it, and what is interactive mode and what is batch mode. Okay, first, when it comes to installation part, okay, simply we can install Python on Windows operating system, and let us go and search for Python download for Windows, and you are seeing this download Python 3.12.1. This is for Windows, and one file will be downloaded here. This is a simple exe file. Show in folder, you have to double click on this. So when you double click on this, immediately it will take 2 to 3 minutes of time. Within 2 to 3 minutes, Python will be installed. So once it is installed, you have to add this in uh, path environment variable. Okay, this is one way of installing Python. Using Chaco also you can install. Okay, Chaco we have discussed in Terraform installation. Okay, using Chaco also we can install. But the advantage of Chaco is it is going to download, it is going to install, it is going to set path also. Simply you can say it like the Chaco Python. And just you need to all you need to run one simple command here, Python pre upgradation uninstall. Just copy this command and go to PowerShell admin window. From here, just you need to execute this command. Already in my system, I have Python. Okay, I will show Python version, Python -v. Just a minute. Right. Now you can check the version, Python -version. So presently we are using Python 3.12.082, some version we are using. And when you want to execute instructions in an interactive mode, just type Python. Here, this is interactive mode is opened here. In the interactive mode, you can give line by line instructions. Suppose a equal to 10. Okay, a is a variable. Okay, in which we are assigning a equal to 10. And I am going to say p equal to 20. And simply you can say print a plus b. This is going to print 30. This is interactive mode. But interactive mode is very slow and it is very simple to understand. But you cannot execute multiple lines in single shot, in single step. Okay, yeah, this becomes very biggest drawback when you want to execute okay more number of lines in a program. So for that, the second way of executing Python program is batch mode. And in the batch mode, so you can open any editor on Windows operating system. Notepad I am opening. Okay, create a new file. A equal to 10 and B equal to 20. And you can simply print A plus B. Save it in some location of drive, D drive. Create one folder. This is Python app. This is first.py. Extension must be py. And let us go to D drive. Okay. So here say cd Python app. And here we have a program called first.py. And simply you can run Python first.py. Very simple, 30. Okay, yeah, this is result. And here I have directly I hard coded the values here. So if you want to take input from keyboard, okay, if you want to take input from keyboard, hello. So if you want to take input from keyboard, rather than assigning values directly, okay, you can do like this: a equal to input of enter first number, and b equal to input of enter second number. Print a plus b. Now let us save it and run it. Let us go to PowerShell prompt. Let us run it. It is asking first number. I am giving 90. Second number is 80. Print is 90 plus 80. Okay. Here what is happening means 90 plus 80 are considered as strings. Okay. They have to be converted to integers explicitly. So if you don't convert them, what happens here? The result will be printed like that. So if you want to do calculation, they have to be converted to integer here. And here, you have to write something like this, integer of input. And here also, the accepted number will be converted to integer. Let us save this and execute. First number is 30 and second number is 20. Now it is 50. Like this conversion is required, because if you don't convert the values, what happens here? By default, every number will be treated as strings. Now, this is about installation of Python. So installing Python and using Python. Now we have to discuss as a part of language fundamentals. We have to discuss something like data types. Okay, so generally every programming language supports data types. So data types is a very important feature, very important thing. Okay, when it comes to language fundamentals. So what is a data type actually? How we can define data types? Okay, install Python as shown in session recording. Or the second way of installing Python using Taco, also we can install Python. Taco, there is a command here. What is that command? This command. Okay, from PowerShell admin window, executes the following command. Taco install Python. This is free. Okay, so this is how you can install Python in two ways. One is directly you can download a exe file and you can double click on that. You have to set the path. So to set the path, you have to go to environment variables here. Environment variables. System configuration or system information, system configuration. Okay, there is no system configuration. Go to control panel. Control panel. And here you will be seeing system. And in the system, you have to choose something like, where is that option? Okay, otherwise directly you can set path, environment variables here. Okay, directly you can type environment. Here you can type new. Okay, here type path, and here in the variable value you have to give the path where exactly. Okay, you have downloaded, you have installed Python. Okay, so with this, okay, your path will be set. This is first way. And second way, directly you can execute Chaco command. Chaco command is going to perform three activities. It will download exe file, and it will install Python, and it will set path also. Three activities are done by using Chaco. This is another way of installing Python. And after installing Python, you can check Python version like this: Python -- version to show the version. Okay, so in the interactive mode, so how to activate interactive mode? From PowerShell or command prompt, just you type Python. When you type Python, you will be entering into interactive mode. There you can give commands one by one. So batch mode means so it is the process of executing Python commands. It is the process of submitting and executing a group of commands at a time. For this, you can use any editor. Okay, once you have written code in Python, okay, come to command prompt, say Python file name. Here, open any editor and write Python script. Python script and save with .py extension. From any command prompt. Go to the directory where we have written Python script. Python script and execute Python, execute the command. Okay, Python file name is a process. Okay, now when it comes to data types, so what is a data type actually? Data types in Python. So here data types are nothing but some of the keywords of the programming language, which are used to specify what type of data has to be stored in a variable. Okay, so generally every language supports data types. Okay, data per type is going to represent which kind of data, has to be stored in a variable. And when it comes to programming languages, okay, generally when it comes to every programming language, that may be either static programming language type or dynamic data types here. Static data types means in static data types, supported languages, programmer should define the data type to the variable explicitly. Static types. So there are two types of languages. Okay, based on the following categories. One is static data type supported languages. So in this languages, okay, every variable must be predefined. Okay, if I want to use 10 variables, Okay, we have to define each and every variable clearly. If I define a integer variable, it can hold only integer values. If I define a variable as a string type, okay, that can hold only string type. But in Python, okay, here Python is a dynamic supported dynamic data type supported language. Okay, so in this case, static data type supported languages are C, C++, Java, .NET. Okay, these are static data type support language. In this language, you have to define a variable first. Without defining a variable, you cannot use it. And when it comes to dynamic data type supported languages, okay, in this programming languages, we don't need to, okay, define a variable. We don't need to define a variable. Okay, so once you assign a value, automatically type is defined. Type is decided. So what are the examples for dynamic data type supported languages? Python is a best example. Python, JavaScript, these are the language supporting dynamic data types. So in these languages, we need not to define a variable in advance. Okay, and Python supports basically two categories of data. What are the two categories? One is fundamental types. Okay, so one is fundamental type. So these are given by language itself. Fundamental type. Second one is dynamic type. Dynamic type. So when it comes to fundamental type, not a dynamic type, this is set type, not dynamic. Sorry, this is collection type, not dynamic. Collection type. So when it comes to fundamental type, we have something like integer, float, complex, boolean, and string. These five data types comes under fundamental type. And when it comes to collection type, okay, so we have collection types like list, set, tuple, and dictionary. Okay, this comes under collection type. Okay, so about collection type we will discuss later. And one more is there, list, set, tuple, dictionary. Don't remember that. Now, so here Python supports these two major categories of data types. One is fundamental type. Under fundamental type, we have integer, float, complex, boolean, string. And under collection type, we have something like list, set, tuple, dictionary. These four comes under collection type. One more is there. Wait. What is that? Mutable, immutable. Just a minute. I'm checking in another system. Collection types is not giving anything. Okay, let it be like this only. Now, so in execution of uh, batch script, batch programming, okay, batch mode. Okay, we have used editor, right? But the editor is having some drawbacks. Okay, so what are the drawbacks? First of all, it does not support any uh, debugging, and it is not that much fast. Okay, when you want to write large applications, large kind of applications, complex applications, we cannot use editors. So in execution of Python applications in batch mode, okay, we are using editors like Notepad, Notepad or Notepad plus plus, whatever it may be. But editors are not suited for complex applications. And editors are not having any debugging feature. Editors will not be giving any hints. Okay, editors will not be giving something like auto completion. When you are writing a keyword, okay, automatic hints must be coming. So those features are not available in editors. So those features are not available in editors. Okay, so to overcome this problem, so we have something like IDEs. So IDE is nothing but integrated development environment. Integrated development environment. Okay, so these IDEs provide the following features. Okay, like what are the features every IDE is going to support? Like it is going to support something like debugging and auto completion, and it is going to give automatic hints. Okay, these are the features that are available in IDE. And when it comes to uh, Python IDEs, here, so there is an IDE called PyCharm. So PyCharm is a IDE, best IDE, okay, for complex applications. For any complex applications, we can use IDEs. So the best IDE for .NET, for the best IDE for Python application is PyCharm, and one more is there, Eclipse. Eclipse also we can use, but most of the people are using, okay, PyCharm only. And we have one more. This is NetBeans also. These are the IDEs, Python IDEs. And let us see how to install PyCharm today. Lab setup for PyCharm. And using Chaco, you can install PyCharm. That is very easiest way. And you can check like this: PyCharm. Okay, let us ask like this: Chaco, PyCharm. And here you can install PyCharm like this here. Chaco install PyCharm community. Okay, already I installed PyCharm, and for a new users, it is going to provide 1 month free trial. Okay, after 1 month free trial is over, you have to pay for that. But 1 month is enough for our course. Okay, you can download and you can install Python. Sorry, you can install PyCharm. And if you want to install PyCharm, just you need to run this command from your PowerShell admin mode. I am not going to do that because already I have PyCharm in my system. At last include -y. And using Taco to install PyCharm. Okay, from PowerShell admin mode, execute the following command. This is a command you need to run. Chaco install PyCharm community -y. Otherwise, if you want to install individual PyCharm editions, you can directly go to PyCharm website, PyCharm download for Windows. This is PyCharm. There are versions here. There are edition, professional edition, community edition. Okay, so here, when you click on, are you seeing a 30 days free trial? This is professional edition. Already in my case, 1 month trial period is over because I installed Python, this PyCharm professional edition for other batches. Okay. And one more thing, other versions. Yeah, this is for Linux, Windows, Mac. It
The
has to show
community
other
edition is
versions
free
also.
only, right, sir?
Up to 1 month. Up to 1 month it is
No,
free.
no, community is free, always free only, right, sir?
Yeah. Community they did not give any restriction.
Oh, yes, yes, okay.
PyCharm community edition.
No, we can install community
Okay, let
alone.
us.
That's enough, right, sir?
Yes.
Community, okay.
Yeah, community is also enough. But professional is looking good in the interface wise.
Okay, sir.
Where PyCharm. So once you install this PyCharm professional community, okay, it will be shown in your start menu. On start menu. And once your PyCharm professional edition is loaded, and create one new project. And click on next. It is telling that okay, version control system. I think this restriction will not be there for you. And here on the top, nothing it is showing because in my case, okay, let us right click here. A new project, create one new project, new file or Python file, directory, Python package. Okay, I'm giving like my second package. So in the second package, I want to create a new file. Select Python file. The automatical extension is given first. Okay, automatically it will take a .py extension because we have selected okay Python file, my file. And let us write one small code on application a equal to input. So input is a function which is going to take value from keyboard, but whatever value you are taking from keyboard will be treated as a string. It must be converted to the corresponding number. Okay, I will show it. Enter a number and convert this number. Again a equal to int of a. You can say like this. And b equal to int of enter second number. D equal to int of b. And simply you can use print function to print output. A plus b.
Line number 5 should be input of, sir.
Line number
5.
line number 5. B
Input of.
equal to sorry. Right, yeah, right. You are right. Input. And just to click on this run button. Here this is a run button. Here on the top of the window, run option is there. Okay, so here enter first number 20 and second number is 30 and 50 is there. 50 is displayed. Say how much easy it is. In case of editor, we have to write it and we have to save the file with the .py extension, and we have to go to PowerShell or command prompt. Okay, and we have to move the directory where exactly we have written Python file, and we have to say Python file name. Now rather than doing everything, and you can write, and extension is given automatically, and if you click on this run button, automatically okay your Python file will be executed. And while writing code itself, okay, it is going to give hints. It is going to give like auto completion feature hints. That kind of features are available in IDEs. Okay guys, so till this point whatever you have discussed is clear. And when compared to editors, in IDEs we can reduce the time, and we can perform automatic debugging and code generation tools. And to overcome all these problems, we can make use of IDEs. Now, let us see one interesting program. And let us write one program in Visual Studio Code. A equal to 1000. Okay, print A. The value of A is printed here. And when you want to know the type of data type of A, there is a function called type function. Type function is going to give the data type of a variable. And here, when I want to know address location of the A, then we have one more function called ID of A. So type function is going to print the data type of A. ID function is going to print okay the address location. I will show it. And here in the next line, I'm going to take one more variable 123.23. See, I am not defining any variable here. But in case of C, C++, Java, .NET, these variables must be defined first. Without defining variables, directly I am assigning value to variable. Because Python is a dynamic supported type language. No need of defining any variable in advance. Directly you can use it. And I am assigning b equal to 123.23, which is float value. And when I say print a, the value of a is printed. and print say type of B. Sorry, this is A, this is B, and print ID of B. And I am taking one more value. It is a complex value 3 plus 4j, and say print C and print type of C. Is going to print that complex and print ID of C. It is a simple program which is going to have three values here. I am copying this. I am executing this program. And let us run this program. Are you seeing here? First it has printed 1000. Okay. So when I say print A, it has printed that it is integer value. And this is address location 160, 71, 563. It is address of A. And next we have assigned B equal to 123.23. And it is float kind of variable. And it is address 3 plus 4j is complex. So its address is 160, 71 something else. Because Python is a dynamic supported programming language, you no need of defining any variable, and just by assigning the value Python is going to decide the data type. But in case of C, C++, .NET, Java, every variable must be predefined. Without defining a variable you cannot directly use it. That is also an excellent feature of Python. Okay, that feature is not available for other languages. Is it clear, guys? Because Python is very simple to understand, simple to run. Okay, I am going to extend this program. I am going to assign one Boolean value also. C we have used, right? C equal D equal to true. And here same thing. Print type of D and print ID of D. So what it is going to print a true is a Boolean value. So in the beginning, so in the data types I discussed, right? So there are fundamental data types that are supported by Python: integer, complex, float, string, Boolean. And I am going to take one more variable E equal to Durgasoft. E equal to Durgasoft. Okay, print E and print type of E. Print ID of E. Okay, so I'm going to take this program and run this program. True, I think there must be capital letter. Run it. It has printed that 120 after 123 complex Boolean. Are you seeing class Boolean? It is address Durgasoft. Durgasoft is a string and it is stored in the address called 191 something. Okay, this is about data types, guys. So till this point, is everything clear? Any questions so far?
Oh, sure, I'm good.
And after this, we have to discuss one more important topic. That is Python supports two types of objects. They are immutable objects and mutable objects. Okay, so first let us understand that first let us write the definition of these two objects. First let us write the definition. Immutable objects. The object which does not allow to modify the contents of those objects are called immutable objects. Okay, suppose what are the immutable objects and what are the mutable objects? Let us discuss later. First of all, and if a variable does not allow to modify the contents, those objects are called immutable objects. That means every time when you assign a value, to a variable, what happens here? Okay, a new location will be created. A new location will be created. So that kind of objects are called as immutable objects here. Mutable objects means so if a variable permits to change its contents, then such variable is called as a mutable object. Mutable, immutable. Immutable means which cannot be changed. Okay, which does not permit us to change its value. Which does not permit us to change its value is called as immutable object. And mutable means once you assign a value, the value can be changed. That is mutable object. And what is mutable objects and what are the immutable objects with the examples? Okay, we will discuss. Now look at this. Before creating immutable objects, with some content, Python interpreter verifies that there is already any object is available in memory location with same content or not. Okay, two things can happen. Suppose when I say a equal to 100, first Python interpreter is going to look that whether uh, any variable is defined internally by the name of a. Okay, if not, what happens here? It creates new. Otherwise, simply it is going to create a link. Okay, so how the links are created, we'll see. So if already object is not available, then Python interpreter creates new objects with that content and stores that object address into the reference variable. So if already object is present in memory location with the same content. Okay, without same content, without creating new object. Okay, already existing object address will be given to the reference variable. What is the meaning of this? Let us go to paintbrush. Suppose here there is a value like this here. Now this value, suppose this is I equal to 1000. I equal to 1000. And I equal to 1000 is stored somewhere in location. And when I say j equal to 200, j equal to 200, what happens here? Okay, there is no value, there is no variable by the name called j. So what happens here? Okay, for j, it will create one more location. So in the one more location, what happens here? Automatically, okay, 200 will be assigned. And this location is pointed by I, and this location is pointed by j. Sorry, this is 2000, right? 2000, not 200. This is one situation. Both are different here. I is different, j is different. Okay, both are pointing to different locations. Okay, so when I value equal to 1000, sorry, here I have given 10, 1000. 4 zeros, right? 1000 only. 3 zeros only. So since I equal to 1000, and when you are assigning j value to 2000, first in the memory, Python interpreter is going to look for whether j is available or not. Since j is not available, what happens? A new memory location is created, and in the new memory location, what happened? 2000 will be filled. And there is another scenario. Suppose there is one more variable I am defining at x equal to 3000, and here for x a new memory location is created within which 3000 will be allocated. 3000 will be allocated. And when I say y equal to 3000, and with 3000 already object is there, right? So x and y both will be pointing to same location. X and y both will be pointing to same location because the value is same. The value will be same. And when I say y, let us when I say y, what happens here? It will go and fetch a value from this location. Let us say the location of this 3000 is something like 12,000. This is a memory address. Memory address. Okay, this is going to be happen internally when you define objects. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah.
Let us define this program. So let us take this, let us prove it practically. And I am going to write this application here. Suppose x equal to 3000. And when I say print x, print type of x, and print id of x, memory address, memory location. And I'm going to take one more variable x equal y equal to 3000, same value. And when I say print y and print type of y, both are integers, and print id of y. Now let us
141 ID of X, sir. 141.
140,
1.
It should be X,
which is
right?
Line number
141?
X. Line number 141. ID of A you
Yeah, this
mentioned
is
should
sorry,
be X.
right, you are right. This is x. Copy this, go to PyCharm, and in let us run this. So are you seeing same address locations here? 2655060.
Yes.
So since both are 3000, both are pointing to same location, the address location will be same. So guys, with this today I'm stopping. Tomorrow we connect 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock means Kirbaskar, so you have joined today, not it is there, not 8:30. You are from India or USA?
No, I'm
Selvaraj.
from India. I mean India. India only. India only.
India, it is 8 o'clock. From today itself, the timing changed to 8 o'clock.
Okay, sir. Fine. Yeah, sure, sir.
Half an hour, 30 minutes earlier. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sure. Yeah.
Mahendra, yours 9:30 morning.
Sure, Shiva.
Okay. Thank you. Meet again tomorrow to
Okay, sir.
discuss other topics. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you, sir.